everything you are. And when you find yourself alone, you say, this doesn't feel like home. And I think maybe that's the point. And maybe I'm just real annoying. I don't think anything matters except if you think that's Saturday night. I think if you talk a lot, you say things you don't mean. I hope before my body rots, I can grow something green. I just spent my whole afternoon sitting in a waiting room for somebody with a degree to say there's nothing wrong with me. Maybe that would be okay if I didn't know every day would feel just like this afternoon. Sitting in a waiting room would feel just like this afternoon. Sitting in a waiting room, and every day's this afternoon. Sitting in a waiting room. Thank you.
It's Sam Hatmaker with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. So, Sam has been doing the show for quite a long while. Well, as far as in her lifetime goes, because she's like, as we've already discussed, she's not as old of a soul as she pretends to be, sort of. There.
Or looks.
She's got the old soul, but she's not old, we'll put it that way. So, but Sam, you grew up, you're I guess theatrical, sort of, with your mom.
Yeah,
and all.
Kind of.
Exactly how did you fall into music?
Yeah, so like you mentioned, I mean, my mom has a theatrical background, and my dad does too, actually. So that was very much all around me growing up. And so I did a lot of theater as a kid, but it was mainly just because I loved the music part of it. Like, that was just always my thing. I was just like on stage waiting to sing. And so I just kind of started writing songs when I was around 10 or 11 years old, and that was around the time I picked up a guitar. And from there, we found out that Dollywood was hosting auditions for kid performers, and I was like, well, I want to do that. So I convinced my mom to drive me like an hour and a half every single day for 3 years. And so yeah, shout out Mom, sorry about that. But that's kind of like what I feel like really opened up the world of music for me. I became a very big Dolly Parton fan during my time there. And, when I wasn't on stage, I would be backstage like writing songs and stuff. I probably should have been doing my homework, but, I was doing both, but mainly writing songs. And that's kind of what led me to here. And I moved to Nashville a few years ago. So,
right.
Yeah.
So you also, we often talk about co-writing when you're here, and I know that you've been doing some work with Emmy Sunshine and Fish Fisher.
Yeah. That's actually the next song I'm going to do. I co-wrote with both of them. And I just put out a single that's going to be part of my first full-length album, and Fish Fisher was the producer on that. So that was really fun because he's someone I've known for a long time, but I'd never worked with him in that context before. And it was cool to see because a lot of people know him as a writer or as a performer, but they actually don't know that he got his start in music by doing production work. And it was really cool to see that it just shows that that's where he feels at home. It was a really cool experience.
Cool. So you all can find more information by visiting sam-hatmakermusic.com. Tomorrow, she'll be performing in Clarksville, Tennessee, and Saturday, July 22nd, she'll be in Oak Ridge.
Yeah.
And you can find the complete schedule right there on her website. Feel free to shake and howdy with her afterwards and thank her for being here and making music for us. But I'm going to get on out of the way so we can get some more music from Sam Hatmaker on the Blue Plate Special.
Cool. Well, this next song I'm going to do, I actually just released it as a single on Friday. So it's on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, etc. It's called Cowboys and Aliens. forget about hay fever every spring. I don't watch Western movies, but I like the way they hold their guns. So I'll sit through it if you let me talk about aliens. Don't get upset, but don't you think it's dumb how we haven't broken up yet? Watch the sunset like the day will come that we're gonna ride off and do it. But we can pretend one day I'll be different and you'll be a changed man. And we'll go together better than cowboys and aliens. I forget how it makes me feel to play the villain. I'm only heading out the cards the devil's dealing. But when the movie's over, you'll go home and you'll think I do too. But when I drive, I always seem to find my way right back to you. Don't get upset, but don't you think it's dumb how we haven't broken up yet? Watch the sunset like the day will come that we're gonna ride off and do it. But we can pretend one day I'll be different and you'll be a changed man. And we'll go together better than cowboys and aliens. I wish that I could lasso up the morning stars. Wild as the west and I'm the life on Mars. Jesse, James and Jupiter were somewhere far, far, far away. Don't get upset, but don't you think it's dumb how we haven't broken up yet? Watch the sunset like the day will come that we're gonna ride off into it. But we can pretend one day I'll be different and you'll be a changed man. And we'll go together better than cowboys and aliens. I forget how you make me feel each time the phone rings. Like I forget about hay fever every spring. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, be sure to check that out. Spotify, Apple, iTunes, whatever you use. Hopefully it's on there if it worked. It's definitely on Spotify and Apple. Yeah, this next one that I'm going to play, I released a couple years back, and this is one called Space. I just realized we're in a, like, aliens in space theme. Didn't mean to do that. It's a little bit of a stretch to call this miscommunication. I don't know what you expected. We didn't have the same translation. It's hard to make out the words of a silver tongue. Honestly, your loving hurts. Is that what you want? I gave you the sun and the stars and all that held them into place. But that's not what you meant when you said you needed space. No, it's not what you meant when you said you needed space. Oh, oh, up and down. Are you dizzy yet? Slamming doors and letdowns are all I get. I gave you the sun and the stars and all that held them into place, but that's not what you meant when you said you needed space. I took time away, waited patiently with grace, but that's not what you meant when you said you needed space. You didn't try, it didn't work. You gave up, you look so weak, and you don't say a word, but I finally hear you speak. I gave you the sun and the stars and all that held them into place, but that's not what you meant when you said you needed space. I took time away, waited patiently with grace, but that's not what you meant when you said you needed space. Thank you. All right. Well, thought it'd be fun to do a new one. Haven't really played this one out much. I write a lot by myself just because I enjoy it, but something that's been cool about living in Nashville for the past few years is I love the co-writing community that I've kind of built, and I wrote this with a couple of my favorites. This is with Tucker Carroll and Tiffany Goss, and this one is called Nobody Else Would. I'm getting older, but I don't feel smarter. The longer I live, the more I make life harder. Patch holes in the roof and put paint on the fence posts. Then I reveal I'm a kid on a kid in a trench coat. I used to think someone was coming to save me. Believe what you want, but you might be mistaken. You think they found hope, but it's just the sound of your own heart breaking. It's hard to let go of these demons for good, 'cause they held me close when nobody else would. Guess you're either agnostic or you're Pentecostal. Your parents divorced or you're apostle. Then you'll go to college guess it's all written, now it's supposed to go down. Would I even leave if I knew the way out? I used to think someone was coming to save me, believe what you were, but you might be mistaken. I think that you found hope, but it's just the sound of your own heart breaking. It's hard to let go of these demons for good, 'cause they held me close, yeah, when nobody else would. Thank you. All right, cool. Well, I have just got one more for y'all today, but I've really enjoyed my time here, as always, on the Blue Plate Special. Once again, my name is Sam Hatmaker, and feel free to follow me on social media at sam-hatmaker, as well as check out my latest single, Cowboys and Aliens, on all streaming and iTunes and all of that good stuff. But yeah, thank y'all so much for listening. Thank you, WDVX, for having me out today, and this will be my last song. Some people say a man is made out of mud, a poor man is made out of muscle and blood, and skin and blood. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. Well, you load 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Well, I was born one morning and the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I walked to the mine, loaded 16 tons of number 9 coal. The straw boss said, oh well, bless my soul. 16 tons, what do you get? Well, just another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Oh, yeah. Step aside. A lot of men didn't, a lot of men died. One fist of iron and the other steel. If the right one don't catch you, then the left one will. 16 tons, what do you get? Well, just another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. The company store, oh, yeah. To the company store. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Thank you guys very much.
That's Sam Hatmaker on the Blue Plate Special. So again, you can find more information at sam-hatmakermusic.com. Find her at Sam Hatmaker on all those social media sites out there, and feel free to shake and howdy with her after the show. And thank her for making music for us here today on the Blue Plate Special. Support for the WDVX Blue Plate Special comes from listeners just like yourselves, from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Tennessee Arts Commission. Visit Knoxville and Barley's down in Knoxville's Old City, as well as downtown Knoxville, y'all. Coming up tomorrow on the Blue Plate Special, Maria Keck will be here along with Dirty Cello. And on Wednesdays, on Friday, we'll be down at Barley's for the Big Plate Live with West Wind. And on Saturday, we're going to head right back up here to visit Knoxville with James Lee and the rest, and Carla Ulbrich. You can, as I mentioned, find who's headed to the Blue Plate. We have a whole calendar right there at our website at WDVX.com. Once you get there, click at the very top of the page, and it's going to take you over to a calendar, which is also going to link you to the artist website, so you can find out a little bit more about them before the performance. Also, we do other live shows here at WDVX as well. Coming up on July 19th, we'll be doing a live show, our WDVX Summer Nights from Yeehaw Brewing on Central Avenue. And our host for that show is Alex Leach. Blue Moon Rising will be his bluegrass guest this go around. That's on July 13th, y'all. And then on Wednesday, August 2nd, it's just a few weeks away, y'all, the return of Tennessee Shines to the Bijou Theater with your host, Jim Lauderdale, Willie Carlisle, Tommy Prun, the Local Honeys, and more on that bill. More information there at WDVX.com. All right. So, we've been waiting on this. I'll tell you, about 10 years, I guess, we've been waiting on this. So, Harlan, the biggest one in the middle there, when he was, about 10 years old, he was on this stage. 10 years ago, he was on this stage. The others, not even around at that particular time yet. It's their first time on the Blue Plate Special stage. Y'all give a great big welcome to the Gladson Family Band. Back to the Blue Plate Special. Gladson Family Band with us here today. Seems odd to say from Sneedville, Tennessee. Since all the kids were born here in Knoxville, but they homestead over there. This is a real live farming family, folks. As I've said earlier in the week, I don't think you're going to get more Appalachian than this bunch right here. From lifestyle to their family life to their musical style as well. So tell us a bit about it. Now, did you have to twist these kids' arms to get them to play music, Todd?
Well, Mama, did we have to twist their arms in?
Sometimes.
They might be some twisting that goes on. But the kids, they seem to really like playing music with their mama. And so that helps. And so anyway, they all have just come along playing just a little bit here and there. You know, they just pick it up as they go. And sometimes we'll be working and then you'll go down the barn and you'll hear them playing a little bit. So that's nice because it's nice to hear music just floating out through the air. As everybody here, I'm sure y'all can attest to that. How about a hand for just live music, folks? Give them a hand. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put them on the spot. Lindy, what's your favorite part about the farm?
The potatoes.
The
I get to eat as many potatoes as I want.
Ah, sweet. Well, Lemuel, what's your favorite part?
Step on up there, so really.
Maybe just riding around and just being in it.
Just hanging out at the farm. All right, Harlan, what's your favorite part over there?
Well, I tend to lean what Lemuel said. I like the space to run around in. I like being out in nature, and I like working in the land too.
All right. So, Julie, tell us about some of the different stuff that you grow on the farm that you all have been experimenting with.
Well, my favorite thing to grow is sorghum, to make sorghum molasses with. We did that last year. And I enjoy the potatoes as well, and sweet corn, and just tomatoes, anything you can grow to eat, feed
I
yourself.
didn't expect potatoes to be the favorite of the farm, really. You know, that's interesting. Potato eating family, I'll tell you.
Yeah, them taters are good. I think that's what they say.
Fried, mashed,
Anyway,
baked,
fix 'em,
with
that's
cheese
right.
on them, however.
That's right.
So, all right, they do have some gigs coming up, y'all. They're going to be Friday night out in Loudoun County at the Windy Hill Farm and Preserve. They'll be playing out there. And then coming up on July... What was the date for the 29th? They'll be over in Brasstown, North Carolina, there at the Brasstown Community Center. And, you know, there's no social media on these folks. There's no website. There's if you want to find them, you can email the Gladson Family Band
Gladson Family Band.
at gmail.com. They do email. They do that because you kind of have to nowadays.
That's right.
You know, that mail doesn't move as fast as
No,
it used
ma'am,
to.
it don't. That's right.
So feel free to shake and howdy with them afterwards and thank them for being here with us. But for now, I'm gonna get out of the way because we want to hear more from the Gladson Family Band on the Blue Plate Special.
Lindy, come up here. All right, y'all, we're going to hit you with a little bit of local tune here. This one here's the Gateway to the West, Old Cumberland Gap. Here we go. Go ahead, Lou. baby mine. Now you get mine, I'll get both, honey. Come on up. You get mine, I'll get both, babe. You get mine, I'll get both. We'll go down and crawl that hole, honey, baby mine. Turn it to me. Well, man fell down and he busted that sack, honey. Well, man fell down and he busted that sack, babe. Well, man fell down and he busted that sack and he dropped two crawdads back to back, honey, baby mine. How about it? You get mine, I'll get both, honey. You get mine, I'll get both, babe. You get mine, I'll get both. We'll go down and crawl that hole, honey, baby mine. Well, what you gonna do when the lake runs dry, honey? What you gonna do when the lake runs dry, babe? What you gonna do when the lake runs dry? Gonna sit on the banks with your tears and cry, honey, baby mine. You get mine, I'll get both, honey. You get mine, I'll get both, babe. You get mine, I'll get both. We'll go down and crawl that hole, honey, baby mine. Well, you get mine, I'll get both. We'll go down and crawl that hole, honey, baby mine.
Well, at least we have two, right? This one's a bit small on here, or big. All right, well, we've got a mama song for you now. And it's my favorite kind of song because I've got a good mama. I don't know about y'all out there, but I've got a good mama. So this is for all the mamas out there. And I hope he comes because he's part of it, but
So there is a technical glitch happening for the radio people
Okay.
that are wondering.
But we're ready.
Okay.
yeah, just broke a string, but we've got a few, so let's go ahead anyway. In dreams of yesterday, I wandered back to my little cabin door. I strolled beside an old rock garden, and I saw familiar scenes once more. I heard the organ softly playing. Its music came so sweet and low, and I heard my mother softly singing as she did so many years ago. I was dreaming of a little cabin when I heard somebody call my name. I looked and saw a sweet old lady, and it seemed I was a child again. She gently put her arms around me and kissed a little boy once more. And I knew it was the same sweet mother that had kissed me many times before. I heard her sing the Rock of Ages and silver threads among the gold. She told me once again of Jesus there within the little cabin fold. She opened up a faded Bible where the family records used to be. And I knew it was the same sweet mother
Gladson Family Band with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. We're going to get one more tune, but how about one more round of applause for Sam Hatmaker, the first half of the show here today. Maria Keck and Dirty Cello will be here with us tomorrow. Join us again for another Blue Plate Special. We are listener supported. There's always a donation box in the back of the room. A little love in the bucket keeps the good music going. Here on the Blue Plate Special, Sam Hatmaker is going to be over in Clarksville tomorrow. sam-hatmakermusic.com for more information. The Gladson Family Band will be at Windy Hill Farm and Preserve this Friday. There's dinner and a show and you can make reservations and have a really fancy night out and listen to some good old time music there at Windy Hill Farm. Be sure and shake and howdy with the band afterwards and thank them for being here. Hopefully it won't be 10 more years before they come back to see us here. And, obviously they've been busy during those, since we've got 2 new kids since the last time. So before y'all do scrub off that last tune for us, Todd, why don't you introduce the band?
Okay, gladly, Red. I sure will. I'm going to start over here on the left with the oldest son here. This is Harlan Gladson. And then I'm going to move right here to my daughter. This is Lindy Gladson. She's playing the fiddle with us today. And then my youngest son here, this is Lemuel Gladson. And then, of course, my wife, Juliet, and we make up the Gladson family. And how about a round of applause? It's Juliet's birthday today. How about a happy birthday? That's all right. We enjoy being back up here. We listen to the radio when we can. We catch Nita and we catch Alex and love the good old time music. Everywhere I go, somebody ends up complimenting my hat, but I didn't make it. But my good friend Laney House made it. A fella around in the room there said, "Boy, it's a nice hat." And I said, "Well, I appreciate that." Lane Creek Hatters, he's a hat maker down in Georgia, and he makes hats. And so I'd like to plug that because he's put one on my head. And if you ain't got nothing but an old bald top, you got to have something to put on top of your head.
That's where I met you, was down in Georgia a long time ago.
Many moons ago.
Long
That's
time
right.
ago. Well, thank you all so much for being here with us. And will you leave us with the last tune?
Yeah, and thank you for having us. It's a good birthday present.
Happy birthday, Juliet.
Hang on here.
There's a mandolin faux pas on the station, on the stage.
Play them low string. All right, folks, we've enjoyed being here. Had a couple break strings and out of tune string. And, I got one too. Must be catching. All right, we're going to do you one old gospel number called Over in the Glory Land. Here we go. Over in the glory
Gladson Family Band. Thank y'all. Join us again next time for more real live music on the Blue Plate Special.